What is up, guys? Nick Jones here for tnjgames, and I'm back. Yes, I'm actually doing a gameplay of NCAA College Basketball 2010. Now, this is by EA Sports, and this is going to be one of my my first year of my Dynasty. This is actually my second game. Hold on, let's see if that graphic comes up. Actually, I think it's my third game. That's my second game, and I'm UNC Riverside. And the reason I picked them is because I wanted a really challenging schedule, or not really challenging schedule, but I wanted to see if I could make the tournament with them, or at least the NIT. They're not a good team. I've got a couple good guys that you're going to see there. I'm going to pull up, obviously missed that. And you know what, guys, this is one of my favorite games over the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, I would have to say, just because I love anything that EA Sports. I'm a big EA Sports guy, and you know, NBA 2K12 is great. I mean, the graphics are amazing, the gameplay's pretty good. I mean, I really like it, but the thing is, you can't beat the college gameplay. And watch this here. That was called a charge, and even though it was for me, even though the call went for me, that was still not a charge. So anyway, I'm going to start off the game pretty hot. We're going to jump forward here. I'm up 10-0 against Delaware. Delaware's not a great team either, but you know, whatever. And I am playing on, I think it's the middle difficulty. I'm not quite sure, just because I hadn't played this game in a while, so I decided to start out kind of easy. But you know what, guys? I'm really enjoying doing these commentaries. It was fun. This is my first recording with my PVR. I didn't actually get the audio for some reason. I think it's something to do with the editing that I did. It's not, I think I did capture the audio. But anyway, guys, let me know if you like this gameplay. I mean, I'm still gonna play it, but I won't post it anymore. If you guys don't like it, I might post it every once in a while. But there's Coach Jones. It's kind of like NCAA 12 football, where you can actually you create a coach and then you kind of follow along. It's not as detailed, but anyway. And guys, just think about this. This game is 2 or 3 years old. I guess it's 2, considering that we would be on 2012. And this is the last year that I remember EA Sports doing this game, and I really enjoyed it just because, you know, even though it probably doesn't have even if they were still doing it, it probably wouldn't have the same graphics capabilities. It probably wouldn't be as good as NBA 2K12. I still like playing with college teams just because it's fun. I like the college season structure. I like how, you know, trying to make it to the 64 and then running in March and stuff, so it's a lot of fun. And right here, I mean, I'm just killing them. I might have to up the difficulty pretty soon because I ended up killing this team. It was like 90 to 45 or something. So I'm going to be up 32-11 right here. And I think pretty soon I'm going to skip to the second half because it's mostly, I just slaughter these guys. And I should have recorded the next game. I just played another game in this series today. I didn't record it. But I played USF, University of South Florida. And it was actually a pretty close game. They had a couple ratings, or a couple they're as a team ranking, they had a couple A's. I think it was like A overall, an A on offense, and a B on defense. They had some nice 3-point shooters, and they gave me some trouble because I usually run a 2-3 zone in this game, but I ended up pulling it out once again. So, and the funny thing is, I simmed my first game because I thought we would win. We got slaughtered, so that's why I'm 2-1 now. Right now, after this game, I'll be 1-1, I think. So, you'll see here, probably my 2 best players are my point guard and my shooting guard. My small forward is pretty good too. There you see he just made a turnover. They're going to try to run the floor here. One of the interesting things I like about this game is the fact that they have a tempo monitor. And there's 3 different tempos. There's slow tempo, or whatever they call it. I don't know what they call it. There's a slow tempo, a balanced tempo, and then an up tempo game style. And there I just got dunked on. Anyway, and I usually pick the up tempo just because it's a lot more fun to play. You can run the floor and stuff. And look at that. I mean, what was that? Oh, I thought that they were calling a charge. Never mind. Yeah, that was a foul. But you'll see one. I included it in here. Number 1, I'll drive my point guard, and he'll end up getting called for a charge, and the guy didn't even fall down, I don't think. So, I mean, there are some things wrong with this game, but it is 2 or 3 years old, so what can you say? Just looking through here, I mean, this was a 40-minute gameplay, so I do skip most of the first half, and I kind of speed up the second half, or at least the last part. There you can see my shooting guard, he's got 7 points. He was 3 for 5. He's pretty good at 3-point. from three-point range, even though they don't say he is. But if you get his shot right and he's kind of, got a little bit of space, he'll actually put it home. So there you'll see my post defense. They end up missing. So there's the little thing, half-court balance and up-tempo. So I usually try to keep in the up-tempo range. Nice move by number 1, getting the foul. There it is. So he gets a charge on that one. I mean, that's kind of a questionable call, but anyway, so we'll fly forward here. We are in the second half. I did skip a bunch of the second half. We're now up 77-38. So yeah, I'm actually gonna. You guys see here, I'm putting my center back in. I had number 4 in, but watch this. As soon as I get ready to sub number 4 out, I think he's gonna pop a 3 right here. I don't know why I did this. I think I was just messing around. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, I think I'm going to swing it over to number 4. He's my power forward. And then he makes a 3. I mean, my gosh, I'm about to sub him out. And then he ends up, this is the next play on our next possession. And I give it to number 4 again. And he ends up making another shot. So we almost turned the ball over there. And then there's number 4. He drives and then makes a nice layup. So I'm going to sub him out. Anyway, I have... You'll see number 41. He's actually probably my best player overall, just rankings-wise or ratings-wise. And he's my center, and I get into foul trouble with him early. Like, I had 3 fouls within like 10 minutes of the first half. And by the way, I'm playing 15-minute halves because if I play 10-minute halves, it's just not a realistic score. And you guys see that? I tried to do an alley-oop 2 or 3 times, but my center would never be on target or something. I could never get it down. So I actually did it. I don't think I've completed an alley-oop with this team. I think it's just because my center's not athletic enough or something. So I'm going to pass it around here. End up making a 3 there. I think that was my shooting guard. That was the guy I was telling you guys about. So number 1's going to make a couple moves. We're going to call a couple plays. I ended up calling... I don't know, some kind of motion offense, I think. I'm going to drive with him. Nope. Kick out. There's my center. Yeah, I'm going to shoot it with number 1, and he's going to miss, but my center gets the board. And, yeah. I tried to work down low, since most of my offense is based on kind of a run-and-gun style offense, up-tempo style. There's number 42. He's going to miss. I try to keep it going, and I do end up getting a lot of points in the paint just because of fast breaks. But honestly, on set pieces, I usually cannot get very many, especially if they have a strong low post. I can't get many points in the low post just because my power forward, he's more of a mid-range jump shooter rather than a power guy, if that makes sense. Nice fake there. I love that move. So I think right after this, I'm going to sub all my players out, get some of my younger players in, and we're going to get close to the final here. We're just about to be under 2 minutes. I'm going to shoot one with number 1 there. I don't know what happened. That was an air ball. Yeah, here we go. So I'm subbing all my starters out and putting in some of my younger guys. And I've learned that recruiting is very difficult in this game. It's a lot harder than NCAA football because you can get some 3-stars and stuff, and I'm just going to speed this up because the game's almost over. I just kind of passed it around. That was my backup small forward that I got that piece with, so nice dish. And then they're going to score a couple times too. And I think that was my final basket I'm going to get. So we're about to be under a minute. And I'm going to end up getting the win, obviously. Pretty much doubled up their score. So I'm definitely going to have to up the difficulty if I keep doing this good. Yep, so I'm going to miss that one. They're going to go through here and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, guys, let me know how you like this video. It is kind of long. And, taking into consideration, I can only post like 15-minute videos to my channel right now. Hopefully they'll up my limit. But anyway... make sure to subscribe if you want more. I think my next video is either going to be an NCAA football or a Madden. And there's the final buzzer. And there we go. So there's the players of the game. And let's take a look at some of the stats here. Like I said, well, actually my shooting guard had 28 points, and my point guard had 23. I actually have a game. My next game, I scored 34 points on my point guard and had 10 assists, so he got a double-double. So overall, a nice game, but like I said, number 41, I need to get some more offensive production out of him. And then we're going to go to team stats. I pretty much dominated the game other than blocks and fouls. Like I said, I'm a pretty tough guy when it comes to fouls. So anyway, guys, nice field goal percentage, 72%. So thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm Nick Jones, and see you soon, I guess.